We're learning more this evening about what unfolded there. So let's get to News Center 5's Mary Saladin. She continues our team coverage with another of one of the more powerful stories of the day. Mary.
Yeah, what a scene it was here too, Ed. You know, we're told that the gunman just came in and started spraying people with bullets. And as you said earlier, Ed, people here really tend to take care of their own. And we're learning that's exactly what bar manager Joe Walker was trying to do when he was gunned down, shot twice in the stomach. He worked here for about 7 or 8 years, his father says. He was well known here and in Auburn, where he had also managed a very popular bar. He leaves behind his father, his mother, his siblings, his wife, and he's a father to 2 children. And we did learn today, his family learned from state police, that he died trying to save his coworkers and customers.
My son had grabbed some type of a butcher knife or something and went towards the killer to try to stop him from killing anyone else, and that's when he shot my son with 2 shots through the stomach.
Does that surprise you to hear that about your son,
Nope,
sir?
not at all, not at all. My son, I know he would do that to protect his people.
And we're even learning some of the other names of the victims that were lost here. 8 of the men here at the Schmangy's bar, and they included a man named Stephen Vazella, Bill Brackett, and a Brian McFarland. All of them were part of a group of deaf people that had come together specially to have a nice night out with friends and to play cornhole, just out for a night of fun, and wound up in this gunman's path. Ed, just a heartbreaking scene here, and still a crime scene here on Lincoln Street. We'll send it back to you.
Well, that's an important point. And Mary, before you go, that father showed remarkable poise, so proudly speaking of his son. Where did that strength come from?
Yeah, hard to say. You know, he is a city councilor in Auburn. He felt like his family needed him to be the spokesperson. He said that his son's wife, Tracy, is absolutely devastated. And his wife, they're all just reeling, but he's trying to pull it together and to let people know what police told them, that it was really a horrific scene, but a lot of people stepped up and tried to help each other and care for each other, even in their final moments on this earth. Ed.
Mary Saladin here in Lewiston with us, sharing a powerful story tonight.